You're now tuned into STWF-TV, The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
Take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now, you got to get this in from Curry's kick. Oh, my God. Throw it down, Kobe.
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh, my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
In the air along the line in right. Long way to go for Jake Bauer. Round, and he's got it. And he's up and over.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
How we doing, people? Happy hump day. You know what time it is. It's another Parlay Perspective show, man. We here, me and my man Took here to do the damn thing tonight. Coach might swing through. We don't know, but he's still a little under the weather. That man been off and on fighting the cold for like a week and a half now. I mean, that's starting to get the best of my guy, bro. We're going to pull up on that cold, man. We ain't, you know what I mean?
Sucks, man. Sucks, especially with this great weather here, man. I was talking about yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? When it's cold and stuff, man, you get sick. You kind of like, it kind of blends in. But summertime, unless you got allergies and stuff, man, being sick is the worst, man. With these high temperatures up there, we know he's south of the United States line, and hope he feels better, man. Hope you're able to fight off another demon, man. You got a bunch of demons coming to you in the next week and a half, man. You know what I'm saying? In the sports world, you know what I'm saying, as well. That's more what I'm talking about, man. Coach, man, get better. You know what I'm saying? He may come on tonight, man. So, you know, don't be surprised if he don't, wake his way in here like MJ with the flu.
He got another flu game in him. He dropped like 35 with the flu yesterday. You know what I mean?
I'm saying what's going
he got
on,
another one in him, though.
How you doing?
Damn it, Bobby. Welcome to the show, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Like, share, subscribe, man. STWF-TV, YouTube. We on Facebook right now. I see my Facebook viewers coming on. See YouTube viewers coming on.
Yeah.
Follow us on the Twitch as well, man. All streaming platforms. Show love, man. When you're watching this, share it out, please. You know what I'm saying? So not only you be watching, hopefully some potential other people can tap in, man, on this lovely Wednesday where we talk around the world sports. You know what I'm saying? It could be your sport. It could be her sport. It could be their sport. Which happened?
Probably going to be all of them.
You know what I'm saying? And anything, any topics that you have sports-wise tonight, you can hit the comment thread as well, man, and get those questions and we will answer. Yes, sir, man. Hey.
Yeah, man. So we got a bunch of topics to go over today. We got
a bunch of topics, man, but I've been saying it forever. I mean, I can argue with some heads, football and basketball are the top two heads right now in the letters.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We got the NBA Finals coming up, man. And the best thing about it for me, and it's the only thing about it is happening in the city that, you know what I'm saying, we're in. So Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics, man, game one starts tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. on ABC. Celtics, so many appearances, they're back at it. Mavericks here as well. Woo, man, can't wait, man. It's been a long, long, long week. Both teams was able to make Clay-Doh out of their competition, able to get some real needed rest. Before we start, I was walking home today, walked through downtown Boston, and guess who I seen walking the streets of downtown Boston? Tim Hardaway Jr. and rookie Derek Lively. I sent the pictures in the parlay. I picked the pictures up a little later on in the group. You know, I didn't want to be that guy, but I said to myself, I am in the media, so I guess I could take a picture, you know what I'm saying, or a Snapchat of the guys, you know. And I did yell after I got off camera, "Go Mavs." They look back at me. They're like, okay. Got a little love down here, but you know you got love from a hater. Just to know I'm a hater. I'm not a Mavs fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a resident Celtics hater, which is why I love.
Yeah.
See you with your Celtics gear on. All because we go to Cancun, baby.
It would be two players that most people can't pick out of a lineup, but but yeah, that's fun though. That's good. Hey, I'm glad they're getting out in the city. I hope they like our city. I hope they can walk around our city and come away not with the same old racist bullshit that everybody else come away with. So
trust me, man. I was talking about it earlier, man. It's gonna be, and people say that, and I laughed at Coach the other day, and I said this is gonna be another reason why people say Boston's racist, because they're gonna go into the series tomorrow, especially with everything that's happened between Kyrie and the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of all that, some star players say that, you know, Boston's racist. Not all star players come out here and announce that. It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be a different atmosphere. You get this generation of people, and then you got the Celtics in the NBA Finals. So you add that all up in the blender, and you get something. Hey, Bobby, just for you, any WCWS or Super Regional talk you want to bring in here, you bring in here, man. I know that was broken last night. Florida broke Oklahoma's 20-game win streak, or was that the day before? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of interesting things going on, man, in the College World Series as well. I want to give a quick shout out before we get back to the Celtics matter, talk on Boston College Eagles women winning the girls lacrosse championship. So shout out to all that since we on the Boston groove. But Boston will.
It's good.
Be wearing this starter jacket for the next week and a half, and you're gonna piss me off.
I'm gonna do it.
It's all for taking. Y'all guys earned this year. Will people say? A lot of people say, well, this is the cakewalk right here. This is the end of the cakewalk for the Celtics, and it should end in an easy candle lighting blow a wish. But I know you're a fan, and I know your mind's in here. Like, you've seen everything that's happened in the last decade and some change to where y'all at now, and the way you've grown. Your stars have grown. You know, I'm not too nervous. I have a lot of trust in this team. Not a lot of trust, but this team is really good. And they've basically been wire to wire this year, the best team in the league. The playoffs have been a cakewalk. If it was most teams who had a cakewalk like that, I'd be worried. But this team's been tested before. We've been to the finals before. So they know what to expect. Yeah. The only worry I got is that they have two guys who, if the game is tied, I trust those two guys more than our two guys. I trust Kyrie to hit big shots. I trust Luka to hit big shots. I've seen it time and again. And I've seen some big shots out of Tatum and Brown, but, you know. I feel like the story I feel like this is kind of where it's coming in. We see Kyrie, we see Luka. Shout out to Luka. You know what I'm saying? The guy, as well as Tatum and Brown, still in their 20s. Guy's 25 years old. You know, the international side. This is your international versus USA game. This is what we're getting right now.
Yeah.
And to be real with you, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna stand on my flag, and I'm not gonna. I don't want the Celtics to win, but everything's this.
Yeah, you do. The town's gonna be lit.
No.
The town's gonna be lit.
Everybody's mind frame. No. I said it earlier too. I said it earlier to a few of my peoples because they were like, "Oh yeah, you watching the Celtics game tomorrow?" And I'm like, I don't give a hell, but I'm a sports fan. I'm gonna watch it. What I told them, and I've been telling everybody, the city of Boston, for everything they've gone through, all the preseason chatter, some years, you know, postseason chatter. You get this here. You guys need a championship, man. The story needs to be written. The story's been written so many chapters and still no goal. So I just feel like all year you guys have been the best team in the NBA, man.
Indeed,
it can't end like this. Like, people say, oh, well, the Yankees haven't won a championship in this long, and other franchises haven't won championships forever. You know? And this team, if you look at superior teams or name teams, we won't even say superior because my Cowboys haven't been superior in a long time. The Yankees haven't either. But just talk about prestige names. The Celtics are on that list, man, and this will be a blow. This will be a blow if they don't cash in on this championship. No disrespect to Dallas.
No, because we're the favorite. We're the favorite. We should be, and that's why. I mean, that's why it'll be a blow if we lose. I do like that the debate about, if there is a debate, the debate about Tatum and Luka will be answered this year.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! This is a good matchup to have. We got two guys that could be the MVP.
Yes, they could.
Two guys that are people appreciate them, but
and then two other guys underappreciated in Kyrie and Jalen. Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect. It's perfect sequel. You got Masula, you got Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's a guy that got a job way early in this.
So did Joe. They're the same guy. The same guy except one the Hall of Famer.
So some blood here. Definitely some blood. Bobby, has it been too much of a cakewalk? I would say no. And I'll tell you this why. And I know people would say, oh, the Celtics won the series 4-1. Oh, the Celtics won series 4-0. But you guys have got to pay attention to games. I got to pay attention to these games that are being played in these series.
They were in every game was close.
Every game was close. There were games where the Celtics had to come back.
One game we smacked, but that's it. Other than that,
there was games where the Celtics had to win. I speak on cupcake in terms of like the same way in sports things happen. Things have happened in the Celtics' way and fortune for them to be able to, hey, just finish the job. All you got to do is finish the job. There's no excuses. There's no nothing. They've been the overall great team every year, still standing. Your two star guys are up, still riding the wave. Porzingis is an extra added piece. If he's there, an extra added piece in this championship series, that's what they signed him for. They knew that he would miss some games this year. They were not happy that he missed playoff games, but they knew he would miss some games. The matter is to come back after a point in time and get the pieces together, man. Dallas got a bunch of young bigs. I expect Boston to bring them out. And every series I've kind of doubted the Mavericks big men and hey, I won't doubt them as much this series, but they're gonna have to. It's gonna be a lot to do with those two perimeter guys, man, and Tatum and Jaylen Brown, man. I expect Luka and Kyrie to be Luka and Kyrie, but this can't be the series where it's Luka and Kyrie versus the Boston Celtics basketball team. And I think for a little reason, I feel like that it's gonna go that way, and that's just kind of how the Celtics been playing this season, man. And up to this point,
Porzingis for the finals is gonna be key because the way to stop my Celtics is make Jaylen Brown a decision maker, like make him have to make passes and shit. Like if he got to make decisions, it's funny because he's a smart dude, but when it comes to the decision making in the crunch, not always the best. And you gotta force Tatum to play through contact at the rim and force him into those long twos that he will take them. I hate him so much when he takes these shots, but he will take them. If you force him into tough shots, like mid-range shots, don't let him get to the basket because he doesn't finish well through contact. That's how you gotta do it. Now, with Porzingis on the floor, he pulls your bigs out of the paint. That's when Tatum can go to work. That's when Jalen can go to work. With that said, I think Porzingis has to play. I think it's going to be tough without Porzingis because they're going to be able to clog the middle.
Absolutely. Bobby, what happens if they fall short? Doesn't matter if they fall or is the championship a bust or something. And Sexy Scott has had the same question. Shout out to him.
It's championship or bust, but like bust doesn't mean then you go break the whole team up. In the past, I've said I didn't think that these two could win it all together. They're about to prove me wrong, and I'm fine with that. But if they don't win, people are gonna flirt with talking about trading Jaylen Brown. I bet Jalen gets blamed for it. It won't be Tatum, even if it is his fault. We usually blame Tatum. Although Tatum is getting a lot of blame lately too. So we'll see how it plays out. But somebody will have to get moved. I don't know if you lose this, can you just run it back with the same team? Like, that's weird.
I'm gonna be real with you. This is the interesting thing right here. We look at the teams that could get better next year. Could teams next year get better than the Celtics? Is there maybe one team? Is there 2, 3, 4 teams that can be better than the Celtics next year?
So that's a great question. What I'll say is we couldn't have predicted that the Celtics would build this team. Like we sat there with Jalen and Tatum for how many years, and they tried to put pieces around them, but they were young or they got hurt, like Gordon, all that. And then they put Drew on the team and kept Jalen. and kept Tatum, we wouldn't have predicted they would be able to swing that. Just on a contract level, I didn't think that they'd be able to pull that off. So to say that no one else could get better than us, I won't say that. What if the Knicks traded for like KD? Would that make them better than us? I don't know, but that's a damn good team. Like, right. or if he keeps mostly the same team and goes out and gets somebody, that's a damn good team. They went toe to toe with us, and some of that they didn't even have their best players. So, and then you never know.
Shout out to all the fans over here, Celtics fans, Dallas fans. If you're fans, man, shout out to you guys. Dallas Bigs are athletic. They are athletic, and that's the part, man. But if the Celtics can stretch and Porzingis is at least 75, 80%, they Gucci in that part, man. Hey, it is. And hey, to go tell y'all, it's championship. It's not championship or bust. I feel it's championship and disappointment, or disappointment from your fans, because your fans are gonna be disappointed as hell. Because the fan base, everybody expects a championship right now. Everybody. You can say, 4 more games to go and we still got to win the race, but no. 65% of Celtics fans already got it in the bag. And if the Celtics lose, it's gonna stink, but I don't think where it's like you blow the whole team up. Now, what's interesting is, like you said, Will, earlier, the Celtics kind of had JB and JT along with guys. They try to bring Kyrie and implement Kyrie and Gordon, kind of like some stars, superstars.
I think that team could have won a championship.
No,
real talk. But he snapped his leg at 3 plays into the season. So right.
So then you kind of mediocred your team, kind of like, trying to build it. You're building it. You're not taking money out the cap, and you signed your stars. Now you signed JB. You made a couple moves where you're like, okay, now you're really gonna try to bake in a win. Then you go get Porzingis and Drew Holiday. And you're like, okay, you're doing something. Now, if you lose here, I don't think it's like, okay, we're going to go for one of the superstars or all-stars on the market type of big deal. But it's got to be in your mind, man, if these guys can't. And everybody speaks on age. Oh, well, they're not even 30 yet. And yes, great success. Great success on conference finals. Great success on even making the finals. People don't make finals. So shout out to those guys for doing that and all. If their careers ended today, no championships, they made the finals. People can't do it. But those years are ticking. Those years on your feet are ticking. These guys are not 3-4 year guys. And I need Celtics Nation to understand that when people, talk about it, it's stuff that could be said. And then Celtic faithful was kind of like, well, they're young. You can't give them no more bottles. You can't give them no more pacifiers. They're not babies. They've been not babies. They getting paid like grown men, marketing like grown men, endorsements like grown men. So every superstar, every star, every team that's destined to win that loses goes through this stuff. Even teams that win that can't win the next year go through it, man. It's media, it's sports, man.
People want the title of greatness, but they don't want everything that come with it. That's right. Like, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and that's exactly what happens when Tatum fans put him as a top 2 player in the league or a top 1 in the league. Well, then you're open to top 1 criticism. That's what come with that. People got to understand that. Jay Crowder undercutting Hayward makes him a villain forever in Boston. That shit was intentional. It cost us a raise. I don't know if it was intentional, man. Nobody wants to hurt somebody out there like that. Like that's something you want, Ty.
I feel like no bull. I feel it's definitely not. I don't think it's intentional, but in that heated moment, in that heated game, for a city like this, like he just said, that shit was intentional and it cost us a ring. So there's been years and years and years from my point. The Celtics, all these fans will deny. Oh, we haven't been contenders. Y'all been contenders. Y'all been at the stage where y'all win a game. Okay. The LeBron series against the Cavs when LeBron went to the finals. I don't care what nobody said. Jason Tatum could be a baby. He was there. Y'all, I can only speak on y'all got there. Even with the team that y'all had as babies, y'all got there. And I mean, unfortunately, y'all lost, but it goes on the resume still. If y'all want that to go on the resume, he's in the conference finals at 21, 22. Then got to be placed, man.
Yeah, it go both ways. It go both ways for sure. Yeah, if you get the credit for going to the finals, you get the credit for losing there, and that's fine. I don't really got a problem with him losing in his first finals. Like, especially when you consider like the 2 star players on that team weren't on the team in the finals. Kyrie's hurt, Gordon's out. He's a rookie. I'm not worried about that. He took a loss. That's fine. They're not supposed to win that one, really. But this one they are. And the one against the Warriors, you can make a case that they probably should have won that. But they didn't. They let Andrew Wiggins take them out, basically. Because Andrew was kind of the X factor in that series.
Make Luka run. That's the thing
now.
Make Luka run.
Make him.
This guy feels like his speed is his speed, and nobody can slow him up or speed him up. This is his own zone in his own mind, and he's going to do whatever he wants. Boston has to get him to be up and down that floor, man. You have to exhort him. You have to gas him. You know what I'm saying? You have to do these things in order to win. On Dallas' side, though, I feel ways that they can get through is, to me, they're not a shabby team. They got some guys. Probably no guys that've been through the lights, but they got a few heads gonna come up, man. I want to see guys like PJ Washington continue to play strong. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the bigs play strong. You got to have those perimeter guys and wing guys play. The Joneses, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s. You got to have them. Those guys have to come play. Those guys can't have cold. Like, you can't have cold nights. There's gonna be a lot of wide open opportunities for these guys. The way Kyrie distribute the ball and move with the ball, you got to hit shots.
Shooters got to come and shoot. Shooter got to come to shoot. But now that we're starting to, it's mostly the Celtics. Let's talk about the other team that's there, the Cavs, a little more. And to do that, we're gonna bring on their biggest fan, or at least the biggest fan on the podcast, my man, Coach.
He ain't no fan. He ain't no fan.
What's up, fellas? Let's go, Mavs.
Let's go, Mavs, baby. Oh, get real, baby. Let's get real. The STWF studio, baby. Hey, listen here, everybody. It's good that we get these two guys and their teams playing. I'm the referee in this matchup. I'm gonna have to stop a few.
That's a bad ref, though. You a biased ass, hating ass ref, is what I tell you.
I wish I could. Hold on. I wish I could ref these games.
Yeah, that'd be good,
Coach,
no,
man.
you know why you wouldn't be allowed to ref? And it's not even because you a hating ass Lakers fan. Your ass gamble too goddamn much. Tim Donahue over here.
Hit my boy Donahue. I'm like, yo, how much can I get for a flip of that?
For real, he said, let me talk to the peoples.
Coach, man, how you doing?
We got here? Yeah, how you feeling, Coach?
Man, I still feel like I got ran over by a Mack truck, but I'm here, man. Go to the doctor tomorrow. Finally got in. So, yeah.
Sound like Coach Love.
Like I said, word. Like the bouncer finally took them to 10, huh?
Little Mavericks, man.
I had a lot of good points, man. I've been chiming in since y'all went live. So you got a lot of great points, man. Hey, I like the underdog role. We've been the underdogs in every series that we've had thus far.
Well, you won your championship. You won your championship being an underdog. So
it definitely got 2011 vibes, man. And I think this team thrives off of that. The biggest thing, even though he's a rookie, and again, I go back to give you guys credit. The X factor for us, we talking about Kyrie and Luka. The X factor for us is how is Lively going to be used.
Yeah.
And y'all called him out during the draft. I'm like, yeah, I know he's rumored to it. I'm like, know how he's going to fit, but they found a role for him in that game 4 against Minnesota. Him not being in there, it showed a lot.
What we got here?
NBA, man. Definitely, man.
Show you right.
Came in like Barry White up in this bit. Make Luka play faster. Make Luka and Kyrie have to play defense position. All they want to do is score. Yes. Although
make Luka play faster.
No, you can't. So offensive, like when he's on offense, no, you can't make him play faster. There's no way. I just don't. You'd have to push him, and that's a foul. So you can't make him play faster. What you can do is make them defend. But in the playoffs, Luka's been one of the best perimeter defenders in the playoffs. No one wants to believe this. I got a meme to prove it, but it's crazy. He's been D'ing up, man. And Kyrie does not defend, but in the past, in big moments, he stepped up and not like locked anybody up, but made them work. He at least puts effort. Like, so I don't think it's gonna. But what you got to do is really, your point is, Mike, is you got to make him do it every trip down. There can be no trips off where we're not picking and rolling, getting a matchup with one of Jalen or Tatum stuck on Luka or Kyrie, and either bring him to the box or you got to make them work the entire game. Like, you have to.
Of course, if the score's in the 120s, it's better for Boston. Boston has the better team. If the score goes high, to me, it goes to the better team, and that's no shade. You know what I'm saying? The key is Dallas is going to have to stop Boston from pitting up points.
You said Benzino about to put Luka on Columbia Road. So Tim said, can it be both?
The way Boston between Benzino, Tatum might be on Columbia Road.
Our bench is way deeper, Tim. I agree with that. But like their bench isn't bad. But I mean, ours is good. Ours really depends on how good Pritchard decides to play when he comes off the bench. It's not even deep. I won't even say deeper. I feel like it's more in sync with the team. They're giving the boys a chance this year in Boston to play, get minutes, get good game, good opportunities in games, blowouts, opportunities in games where it's not blowouts, and you gain their confidence. Boston's never did that in the past with their bench players. Never. Yeah, I got Celtics in 6 as well, Daryl. Celtics in 6, man. Listen here, man. Man.
We got defensive efficiency this year.
Ours?
Yeah.
I believe early we were pretty good. I think we kind of chilled a little bit, then got back on course. I think we're a pretty good defensive team, though.
You are. You're number 3 in the league.
Yeah.
Top 5 is Miami, Oklahoma City, then you all, Orlando, and Minnesota. We ran through 2 of the top 4 teams.
Oh yeah, Orlando was what we said at the beginning of the season. We were wrong about other teams, but Orlando was scrappy. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5, man.
I'm excited, man.
The way I'm doing it, Lakers in 5, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing out here, man. Shout out to my boy D over here. But yo,
are you confident though, Coach? Are you excited? Are you confident?
I'm both. I'm actually confident in this team. I'm not even gonna lie. During this, before the trade, I was like, this shit doesn't work. I don't know identity. Where are we going? The team just looked like last year's team for the most part. Then they make the trade. Initially, Kidd had Lively. He was starting there, but then they started Gafford, and then Lively comes in, and they're pretty much 1A and 1B as far as starting. I think that's what unlocked the defensive side of it, and then our wing defense got better with Jones Jr., with PJ coming in, and I was like, okay, now it's starting to make sense. And I heard something that was pretty critical the other day. And the Mavs groups that I'm in, they've been calling for Kid head since last year. Like, he doesn't understand
I remember.
What's going, blah, 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 blah. But then I heard of something that Lively said today where it all made sense. He says a lot of times Kid would put him in positions where he knows and he expects him to fail to see how he reacts. And then once if he figures it out and he does what he does what he should do, he gets the pat on the back. If not, it's a teaching moment. It's a one-on-one moment with them. And when I saw that, I was like, now it makes sense when a lot of people's like, why he just sitting over there not being interactive? He's just kind of like watching as a fan. He's having them figure this out on the field. And I like it. It makes sense to me. I like the individual. There's a lot of assistant coaches on the Mavs staff, and a lot of them are guys from that 2011 team. You got Chandler working one-on-one with Lively.
That's amazing.
With Gafford, and you got Kyrie teamed up. Kyrie and Luka teamed up with God Shamgod, working with them one-on-one.
Oh, that's family already. Oh, I didn't know God was there.
Yes, God's sir. There,
yeah.
Oh, God, that's like family because Shamgod was real tight with
Rob.
Rod Strickland. Yeah, so Shamgod was tight with Rod Strickland, so that's a whole little. That's why he played like that. He played like that because Strickland was like that, but also God was on those teams too.
Real talk, man.
I didn't know God was with y'all. That's crazy.
Shout out to Shamgod. Shout out to Rod Strickland. Shout out to Kyrie. We want to give another shout out. What's he doing on the Mavs? We'll give a shout out to Diedrich Irvin, Kyrie Irvin's father. That's a heartfelt story today. He did some real nigga shit. Real talk, man. I'm saying nigga. My man, he moved from Nike to Anta.
Yeah.
Signed his father, man, to a sneaker deal, man. His father on the team, dog. Real talk. If people don't know Kyrie Irvin's pops, when he left was the leading scorer at BU. You look it up, still on the top of that list, more than likely. Guy, you know what I'm saying, went through tribal tribulations, man. Kyrie's mom died when he was 10 years old. People wonder why Kyrie acts the way he acts. You never live in his shoes. You don't live in the guy's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really know a guy, and you're still not gonna live in his shoes. So I want to give a shout out to that man because, you know, this man raised this son of his, man, and we see a lot of fathers not able to, you know what I'm saying, be in their kids' lives for whatever reason in the world could be. You know, could be in their control, could not be in their control. But just looking at that, man, and just looking at that whole story today, and the person who I heard it from was a friend of Urban's father's, Kyrie's father's, and he was telling the story to the person as if, you know, the guy didn't know who Diedrich was, and then when he finally said his son's Kyrie Irving. And,
that's crazy.
Oh, my God, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that, man. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come into a hostile environment, though. His antics in the last few years, you know, especially with the Celtic faithful, is not gonna play well here. But one thing about him, he's always gonna show up, and I think he likes that type of attention, man.
He likes the negative energy. It's been happening for so long now. He's used to it.
That's
Tony
the bonus
Bowman,
material there. You got Kyrie going back. You got Porzingis coming back. That's the soap opera part of this whole matchup, and
That's the
I'm
script.
It.
That's the script.
Does Grant Williams? Hold on. Does Grant Williams buy a ticket to this final series, guys?
He shouldn't have to, but he's stupid as shit, so he might have to.
It is.
He's on both our squads. You gotta be a dumb up to be on both of the squads that are in the finals this year, and you not on that team because you run your mouth too much. Imagine running your mouth out of being on one of two championship teams. Stupid.
Right.
And be real. I'm gonna say this one more. This is regarding to Celtics fans. But it's a general question. Do you guys let Kendrick Perkins back in the wagon if the Celtics win?
Do we let who back in? Oh,
Kendrick Perkins.
No, fuck him. Dallas gonna need to put the newest addition, Kevin Durant, off the bench.
Real talk. NBA Finals, man.
One quick fact.
Yeah, go ahead.
The last 8 NBA Final champions has had a former Washington Wizard player on it. And that trend is going to continue this year.
Gafford.
With KP and Gafford.
Move away from Washington.
Oh, so it still happens no matter what, because they both.
No matter what. Get 9 years in a row.
Yeah, yo, they can do everything but do it for the Wizards. That's wild.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. The NBA sucks because the NBA should have started this yesterday on my birthday. They usually start around that time, but it's all cool, man. But the schedule is Game 1 tomorrow, 8:30. Game 2 is on Sunday, the 9th at 8:30. Game 3 on Wednesday, June 12th at 8:30. All games at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, except for if there is a Game 7. But 4 will be on the 14th of June, and Game 5 will be on the 17th. Game 6. June 20th. So after Game 4, all games, if necessary, if one of these teams get cracked up, man. But I'm hearing some Celtics in 6. Coach, Mavs in.
I'm gonna say the Mavs in 7.
Yeah, Mavs at 7. You say the Mavs go to Lucky's floor and Kyrie steps on them again for the chip. Listen here, that's
we like this adversity, man. It's a young team, but we like this adversity. I think Kyrie's what, 32? Kyrie's 32. I think I've got somebody 27. Everyone else is 25 and under.
Which is why y'all won't win. Babies. Absolute babies.
Real talk. I'm just speaking here. It's a story, man. It's a story. And all stories go through disappointment. All stories go through people like Tuquan clowning you for years, but eventually you got to shut everybody up. Even if it's for one season, coach. Your Mavericks have played awesome this year, man. Listen here, the Western Conference, all the teams that we talked about throughout the season, we didn't picture to think about talking about the Mavs going to the finals, and it happened. So shout out to them for hitting through a gauntlet in the Western Conference.
Yeah, they beat everybody.
I just think for this year, man, for everything the Celtics have improved on, what we thought they could not do it, they have, and I think the Celtics will win this series. The Celtics will win. I think the Celtics will win in 5.
I can see it.
I see the Celtics winning in 5, but people,
but I can't see the league let that happen though.
But this is
we like it.
Hey, listen here. They already gave us a short series, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I think they want to send us home, you know what I'm saying, with another one to get coverage on Bronny's ass.
They don't want cameras on that little man because it ain't going to go well.
Pressure is on Boston. There's no pressure on Dallas.
Be real with you. I say the series is short because the NBA drafts come in and they got to do some type of infomercial on this, man, for people to watch. So I think it's going to end early. But that's no disrespect to any teams here. Y'all teams made it. My team's at the crib, man.
Also,
but,
y'all seen the ref staff?
Yeah, ref staff. Woo!
That's gross. It's all the worst ones. I'm gonna pull it up, find out who it was, but it was terrible.
It happens, man. It happens. Watch parties. Hey, this is how crazy the Celtics. No, like the Celtics are like they're like we're feeling it. Watch parties are available at the TD Garden. $17 to get in and watch the game live from the TD Garden. Every single game of the series, except for I guess the first two, because no,
you're going to rest people.
The home games, but while they're away, watch party at TD Garden $17. Tony Brothers, man, my guy, Scott Foster, my guy,
Foster and Brothers.
Police in the building. Word up.
Terrible. The police, literally the police.
Scott Foster.
The feds. Straight
he does
feds.
not, Bobby. I agree with that. He does not deserve a warrant, a first-round pick, man. But in all, they're going to have to do some business on the draft. I think it ends early, man. It's going to be fire, man. But I'm happy to have
Hey, Bobby, you should learn by now in life, deserve ain't got nothing to do with it at all. Nothing to do with it at all.
Shout out to Bob in the building, Bob Hurley. You know what I'm saying? Hubby over here. Dallas Cowboy guy, man. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? My man, dog.
Didn't Tom Brady do a hype video for y'all?
Did he?
I heard
he need to go. He need to just go away now. I'm done.
I'm gonna be real. You know why he shouldn't? You know why he shouldn't be gone?
We're gonna hear him all the time. That's all I need. That's all we need.
Him, all these guys, and this is why all these guys should be coming in now. All these guys. We seen Big Papi at a game recently. So all those guys, all those races that come out there, man. All the Celtics
already supporting though, because like
our
team support him when they was on run. So for sure.
I heard real talk. I heard that like the star of the Celtics team and the best player in Celtics history have only met like a handful of times. That man, Larry Bird, should be in the Garden. And I know he's a Pacers guy now, but just on the respect of the green, you should be there in one of these games. Kevin McHale, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
all these guys.
Larry don't owe us nothing.
No, Larry don't owe y'all nothing. But Larry just go there to know that it gives the Celtics an extra boost of motivation if that man standing there. But go ahead, Tom Brady.
You forget. I mean, he live in Indiana.
Really? You want Boston? Take it from me. That's a bad idea.
Let's get it.
It's over. The Boston Celtics swarm the floor. Hear the We Want Boston chants here in Miami. An exclamation point.
The culture, history.
Looking for some day late elevation.
Rich.
Cleveland, done for. Oh, wait. Wrong team. And Indy,
Fires up the three.
over with. But us, we're still here. Right now, you're going to want anyone but Boston.
Let's go.
And it's the way, and it's the way it is, man. You know, when you get everybody in united and your team, man. Listen here, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. Listen here. Hey, my knuckles may be bloody.
Who's Bobby a fan of? Bobby Hubley.
What's this? The Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah, Mavs, man.
The hype video, okay.
The Western Conference champions are the Dallas Mavericks. They're going to the NBA
The Dales of the world have been making a bunch of videos these teams, huh?
We haven't achieved anything. We got to stay hungry.
SGA blocked by Doncic. I was broken by no wobble, how my pocket picked. Doncic has gone down by 2.
Yeah, I had to grind for real, had to ride a train before I seen the meal.
When I'm watching this team right now, I see a family, and you're watching them cheer for one another. That's a family.
We ain't done yet. We still got 4 more.
It was very hard road, but we are here. Obviously we're not done. We need 4 more.
Said J Kidd is my twin. Oh, so you beat women? No, I'm kidding. Let me stop.
My man looks like he got his wifey on his Facebook profile.
I know. I'm just fucking with him.
Look, hey, yo, but nah, man. The hype videos, all that, man. I know in Dallas, they are going wild right now. Listen here. When I walk through tomorrow to get home, man, it's definitely going to be a different atmosphere down there. Eat some ice cream. Hey, Celtics fans, before you go to the game tomorrow, go have some ice cream at the Super Bowl. You know, the Jimmy Fund Super Bowl is at City Hall.
Still turns into a tour guide.
$20.
He's the best promoter you ever had. Never hired.
$20 all you can eat ice cream, man. You know what I'm saying? So before you hit the Celtics game, you know what I'm saying? Get some ice cream, man.
Also, 2-for-1 duck tours.
Yes, duck tours are heavy right now. They are heavy and on demand right now. They are hiring too.
Check out the Science Museum.
Check out the Science Museum too, definitely. Check out the jail cell too, man. You know, check out stuff.
Don't check that out. Leave that far alone.
Shout out your homies, man, on the 5th floor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Who needs this more, Tatum or Luka?
Tatum
for sure. It's not even close.
Tatum with a capital T.
You said it's not even close?
It's not close. But once, if and when Luka loses this, then it'll instantly be him who needs it more than anyone after that. But yeah, there's like a few guys that I would even say like I need to see it before him even like get beat on the clock.
That's part right there. My mind and the radar, honestly, me, and there's no shade at Luka. This is no shade at him. Luka can be a guy that plays a bunch of years and doesn't win one. And his career is going to be plateaued. But the way the NBA stats is, everybody's like, you got to win a ring. But I don't think Luka's one of them guys, ring-wise. He's one of those players that ball up. And that's why people are going to be like that. But like Will said, there's a bunch of other players that you're like, he needs to win.
But I also said if he doesn't win this one, it'll immediately be him as like.
Your team would have to majorly improve. Because the Western Conference is no slack show. You would have to drastically improve because who knows this same team can get there next year with what they got.
Yeah. I mean, also, they got you guys have a shorter window because of the way the contracts line up. You're about to have to pay everyone, including probably at some point paying Luka the most money ever at some point.
I feel like he's up for that next year. He already qualified for that.
Right.
Because he made the All-NBA part of it. So he's getting Supermax.
Right. So he gets Supermax. Kyrie will not stick around unless he's basically out of max. And then what?
I think Kyrie get his money, and I saw a quote today, even though it's Kyrie saying it, but he says that this is the most at peace he's been at as an NBA player.
I'd love to believe it, and I hope that is the case for him.
But
I don't really harbor the anger that everyone else does for Kyrie.
I'll be real with you.
But you gotta look at the whole situation when he was in Boston, though. He went from Cleveland, where he was second fiddle to LeBron. He goes over to Boston. You got Brown and Tatum coming in to where they pretty much want him to take second seat again.
Except they gave him full reign, though. He was A1 from day one with us. I mean, now maybe it was assumed that eventually he'd have to give it over to Tatum. But here's the thing. If there was one guy that he probably should have been okay with giving it up. It's another Duke guy, man. That's his man. Like they should be cool. Like I don't understand. Like I
just
get what you're saying, but
I think it was just a but. It could be one seed in the locker room. It could be one seed in that locker room that caused Kyrie to be from, hey man, I'll sign if you want me to be here still, to I don't want to be here no more. Over
that's
a matter
the thing.
Of 8
it's
months.
Very fickle. That's the thing. It's very fickle. It could be anything that turned him off, and no one knows the type of things that really gets to him anymore. I also think he's more mature now than when that happened.
He has come out and said that.
Yeah.
I think the one other thing that kind of works in Dallas's advantage is that you mentioned Shamgar's in the locker room.
That's humongous.
And Jay Kidd's his coach. He has a lot
another
of
point guard. Yeah.
So both of those two things help him out a lot. And
Hold on. You said Kyrie isn't a real dookie. What?
Now we always make that joke. He played like 11 games there.
He played the most important games though, and almost had them a couple
he got
games
to the Final Four, didn't he?
Just about. Just about.
Sounds like a lot of almost.
Go get a sneaker deal 1 year. We go.
Edwin James almost.
Obviously, I'm biased in who I want to win, but for Tatum and all the hate that I've seen Tatum, he's got a lot of pressure on him up there in that city there, where it's a winning culture. It's got a lot of pressure on him for that. But then I flip on the other side. I'm just kind of thinking, I'm gonna be honest. Luka gets a lot of disrespect himself, and it's for obvious reasons.
That's the white, and he's killing everyone. He's a white man is out there just destroying everybody. And now that people like get after him and shit like that, and he's targeting on his back, he be talking shit. He talks mad shit. I like broken ass English. I love it.
I think that's the part that's been different. That first season with the Clippers did all that whining and flopping and shit that he normally does. Yeah. But then the elimination game, he like switched it to where now instead of getting at the refs, he's talking shit to the crowd, and I love that.
He switched that switch that he switched against the Suns when him and Devin were getting into it a couple years back.
Yeah,
and he torched the shit out of them too. They still haven't recovered from that fire.
They haven't recovered from that. They on their third. It might be on their third coach.
They still stopped dropping and rolling from when he set them on fire. Man.
They continue to reach, man. But we did mention
we almost did an hour on the NBA playoff. That's wild.
Hey, that's what it's supposed to be on this Wednesday, man. This was supposed to predicate the show.
Used to be an NBA show, right?
NBA show, man. Speaking of, this is gonna be a W. This might be an NBA. It might be a basketball show tonight. But don't be mad at nobody, man. Yeah,
we got some other stuff. We got some Padres stuff I see. We got some Stanley Cup stuff I see.
Listen here, man. All that stuff's crap, man. It's NBA. It's NBA time tonight. Listen here. NBA time tonight. Jake, it's NBA time tonight. You heard me? Listen here. Shout out to my man Jake and palm trees. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, man. Hope you enjoying your vacation. NBA, speaking of it, we've all been told, we all know about it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the NBA is hitting some brand new deals with some streaming platforms in order to maximize the bag. You know what I'm saying? And in the future, it's bright in some places, but not bright in some places. TNT.
Hey, Bobby, that's redundant, man. You could just say white guy. Like,
Luka killed the Suns the same way the Tucker killed the Raiders. Yeah, definitely. The Raiders still haven't recovered, man.
Never. And they never will.
Never will, man. Try to think about this. Try to think about this deal, man. ESPN, Amazon, NBC, big money, man. Stream and produce.
So I'll put the numbers up for us in a moment. Or am I lying? Where is it? There it is.
While you're doing that, the only thing that I hate the most about it is how it's going to affect the TNT show.
Yeah, that's the only real loss here.
Yeah.
But also, they're a great group together. So yeah, the NBA will officially, this alien from fucking Men in Black. The NBA will officially close on an 11-year, $76 billion media revenue deal with ESPN, NBC, and Amazon, which is fascinating just because of the Amazon part.
Amazon getting their hands on a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, they are. That dude. I know I don't think he runs it anymore, but that Bezos guy, man, you gotta watch that.
They're trying to take. Hold on. So if something on Amazon. So for instance, can you? I mean, obviously, we still be able to stream it. So I'm not.
We still be able to stream?
Like I hear people around like, oh my god, they just put everything on the streaming apps and this and that. I'm talking about the other way.
Cable gonna die eventually.
Cable gonna die, man. Hey, everybody paying those $200 plus bills, man. They deserve to die. Cable deserves to be dead.
Go get
man.
your Amazon Prime for about $30.
I'm just excited for the NBC. I'm excited for the NBC part of all this. I just have nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? When I heard NBC, this gave me the ultimate nostalgia. So I'm good with that. On the other side, though,
they bring back the old music.
Yes,
they got it right. Game to be the old school music, the '80s, like late '80s, early '90s NBC. Yeah, that's what we need.
Definitely get that. Inside the NBA or TNT with the guys early.
Like you got to drop queued up.
Shaq. Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna suck not seeing them. But you know what they doing, man? They're getting rid of the old and they're going in with the new.
If you need Prime log it, hit me up. You're gonna have.
That's what they're doing. That's all they're doing, man.
Hey, Bobby, it's a black show, man. Careful.
You gotta realize all these other places are trying to go young with their staff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go young with their staff, bring in former players. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. It just sucks because then TNT is connected with NBA TV, man, and it's gonna be wild, man. But I feel those guys over there are gonna find their niche for something. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks that they're not all gonna be able to find it together, which would be dope if they just actually stayed together and just kind of do what KG does and Paul Pierce and just kind of, you know what I'm saying, joke and bud during the game. That's kind of what they do anyway.
I think they'll find a way to keep Shaq and Ernie together. I don't know what Chuck's probably gonna just start his own shit and wait for everyone else's contract to run out, and then they all gonna join Chuck.
Yeah, because Chuck owns his own production company.
Right. So like, and everybody there, the only way they won't want to go work with Chuck. The only way is if there's non-disclosures. I mean, non-compete, where you can't sign within a certain amount of years with certain people or certain places within the business. Sometimes they have those in their contract. But if they don't have that, he going to get everybody. They all going to go over there.
I can see them like, right, because a lot of people said that Ernie is a lifer, obviously, for obvious reasons. TNT's still behind him when he went through his health and everything.
He's the glue.
But I can see them allowing him, if it's going to be Chuck and his own production company, but they're only doing the pre and post game stuff, I can see them allow. Yep, I can see that. Which would be great.
Stay alive, man. With social media and podcasting and all that today, you could do it from each other's cribs. You could be at your crib and doing it like we are right now. Like, you know, it's so accessible now. So we're gonna hope that inside the NBA TNT does not die. I'm gonna hope it don't, but it's crazy in the way the world's gonna go now.
What sucks is that they were bringing on like the Candace Parkers, and that was starting to really work. Candace was giving great insight, and she melded with the crew perfectly. Although I think they picked on her a little too much. She can take it because she's a baller, but at the same time, I don't think she was used to having all the boys gang up on her like that. She's usually the bully.
So I think
I like how they were starting to work Vince Carter in there as well.
Yeah, Vince was in there. Jamal Crawford was up there at times. Like, yeah, I love the crew they have, man. I hope they can recreate that in some similar like semblance somewhere else. Also, if Barkley with his own production company, if he gets backed by Saudis like Liv, forget it.
A wrap.
They're gonna pour money into his pocket, and he's gonna put that all into the show. It's gonna be crazy. He's gonna get everybody. He'll buy contracts out there. He's gonna go nuts.
He's definitely gonna need them guys on his side. Because the Charles, the overall man, I can respect him. Charles gonna go on his own, have a show about what he wants to speak on. You're definitely gonna get that.
He'll be fine.
But in terms of the sports bracket, yeah, he's gonna have to need his friends to come along because without them, he's gonna sound like a
I wonder what happens with Jet.
Jet's the one right here. Jet's kind of like the oddball because you hear about everybody else, and you know Jet's just this fell on his lap. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a solid NBA player, but this fell on his lap. You know what I'm saying? Kind of where.
But he was the first player on there.
But Kenny gets that respect that he gets because he was I won't call Kenny a jobber, but he was technically when you come a jobber that got a job within the NBA ranks. And that's kind of what the NBA was trying to hire. That's what ESPN and Auto was trying to hire. Yeah. Little jobbers around the league. Now, when you got people hiring like ex-superstars, ex-stars, three-point shooting champions, dookies, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, when he got hired, he had more credentials from playing than Redick had, but Redick
absolutely.
Redick is a savant though. Like Redick, he sees the game on a different level.
Redick, I feel like, I can't really say that because this man's trying to get in coaching, man. Speaking of that,
Redick's about to be a coach. I can't wait for that.
Speaking of that, Water, the Waves were coasting, man. Shams may know something we don't know. Shams feels that in the next couple of weeks, the Lakers will announce JJ Redick as the new coach of LA. JJ Redick spoke on it. JJ Redick said, I'm going to address everything after the finals.
Exactly.
And
that's his style.
I'm not going to address the coaching situation. I'm going to address Shams, basically, or whatever the case is. I'll address basically everything when the time is set. But he said he's going to be looking for Shams, man. Listen to him.
He can get sent for. I hope so. Timing wise, it almost seems perfect, right? Because they did the whole little podcast they were doing together, him and Braun. There's just a great mutual respect there between those two, and they need a coach. And this is the one guy that, like, in the heat of the battle, he's not going to be able to ignore because he knows that JJ knows the game as good as he does.
Right.
I think with other players, like, as much as they may respect Darvin Ham, I don't think anybody thinks that LeBron thinks that Darvin Ham sees the game on the same level as he does.
No, I think JJ is far more superior from an X and O's standpoint.
Right. And I think Spo, I think that respect had to be gained.
I got a question for y'all mother effers, man, tonight.
What's it gonna be?
Because y'all talking from behind the scope, and y'all got two good coaches right now.
Who?
Y'all got two decent coaches.
I mean,
would y'all pick JJ Redick over your coach?
Easily, not even a question. Not even a question.
You would pick JJ Redick over Jason Kidd, coach?
Of course you would.
Yeah,
of course you would. The only reason,
X's and O's, I got to give the nod to Redick.
Right here. This is the end of the Lakers as we know it. If you hire this man as a head coach, listen here. If you hire this man as head coach, I'm gonna be real with you. It sucks that LeBron's gonna continue to get his way in Lakerland because every star just about that stayed there for that long got their way in Lakerland. I don't like how this is going right now. I do not at all.
Is that the reason why Magic left?
Huh?
Do you think that's the reason why Magic left?
Like two.
No.
Who you want the coach to?
Magic, I'm gonna be real. People had that Magic. People blame the Lakers for Magic leaving too. But I'm gonna be real with you. Magic left because he knew shit was gonna hit the way it was hitting, and he was gonna get blamed for it. And he should have at that time. Magic did some weird, crazy shit too. We're not gonna keep Magic and just have him on the side. He did some shit too. They shouldn't have done.
The real reason that Magic left was because they split that job in half and they gave it to two people, and he didn't agree with the other person on how they built it.
No, and they split it in half.
It was him and Pelinka. Him and Rob Pelinka. That him and Rob Pelinka's job when they were both there is supposed to be one job. It was one job before that. Yeah. And then Jeannie Buss split the job in two, said, Pelinka, you do business.
Is it when Mitch Kupchak was there?
Was Mitch there still? I don't know. Maybe. Mitch might have been there. But they basically said, Magic, you do basketball. Pelinka, you do the business part. And then there would be times where they didn't agree. And so...
Right, and Magic Johnson slowly, because he was the ball player, felt like it was the round world. But I feel like Magic, and we know Magic. We know Magic as a ball player. We know Magic as a businessman. When you got your hands in so many of those businesses, you're forgetting some of these businesses that you have. And one of those businesses is actually trying to build a team. And you was kind of, in a way, dismantling the team on your half. Pelinka kind of saved it for a bit, and now Pelinka's going south. So bringing unless you're LeBron's like, okay, JJ, we got you a job. You can play a few years with me over here. You'll probably keep your job after that. We're not going to get you fired. And this is the start of the Lakers rebuild. That's all I see here. I don't know, man. What they doing over here hiring JJ Redick, dog? We want ESPN to be on our ears all day as if they're not already.
Who would you rather hire?
Honestly, me, I don't have no ideas. So I guess this idea is better than mine. Right. This idea is better than mine.
Right.
I mean, I don't have because I just feel like we went through fucking mad coaches do. Like
I don't think any of them as smart as JJ Redick. The only problem I could see Redick running into would be a respect problem from players who are younger and don't think that he really accomplished enough. But here's the thing. That's why this makes sense to do now with LeBron still there. Set the tone with LeBron on the team. Nobody going to disrespect him when LeBron's in the room with him. And then they'll win, or they'll at least get further than they have been getting. And I think then people will start respecting JJ Redick, and he won't have a problem anymore. I think it's a great signing if they can do it.
It's going to be interesting, man. Definitely going to be interesting to hear NBA. Hey, y'all.
I forgot to say the other side of that. If I'm Redick, I don't take that job. It's a bad job. If I'm Redick, I don't take the job.
Hold on. Is that because of the same guy that we're talking about?
Yeah, partly.
Okay.
Partly. It's partly that because if anything goes wrong, they're never going to blame Braun. So you're going to get blamed. But more importantly, you have to find a way to win with a 41 whatever year old man.
Hook up Cameron with a shout out?
The glass man.
Cameron, like Killer Cam?
Oh, Cammy, not his son.
Oh, Cam's birthday?
Oh, yo, wait, for what? It's his birthday? It's Cam's birthday? Happy birthday, Cam.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Whatever you do it. Cam, for what I know, Cam's always killing it. So even if it's not his birthday, it's probably something. He probably got an award or he's won a championship. Like, that's all him and Ethan do is just slay shit. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I thought you talking about Killer. I thought you talking about Killer Cam. We didn't shout him out.
He basically is Killer Cam. He's a little white Killer Cam.
No, I thought you talking about Cameron Giles. Yeah, Cameron Giles. You know what I'm saying? Over here, man. Fire, man. Fire.
Oh, what up, Cam?
Salute, young man.
Sir, salute to you. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Hope you have a fabulous birthday.
It was no birthday, nothing. He just was there chilling.
If you're a Celtics fan, take that green jersey off, baby. Put on a Mavs jersey.
Oh, no, he know, but he was raised right. He's raised right.
Put on a Mavs jersey.
But he might be a Giants fan, though. That's what some Mike lost him. He got lost there raising him, but he's a Celtics fan.
Real talk, man. Hey, Mike's fellas, man. Y'all been rolling in. Y'all been rolling into the WNBA lately, man, looking like WWF. Yeah. And this is the thing I'm gonna say before we break down to these stories of the WNBA. First off,
holy shit, yeah, I think he's a Celtics fan. His name is Cameron Pierce.
His name's Cameron Pierce.
Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, Mike's.
Hold on, y'all did him like that, dog.
Mike's a real fan. All right,
dude,
and now we know Cam is too.
You want your farewell? Big ain't no farewell.
Is Ethan Bird? I swear to God, Mike. I swear to God, if Ethan's middle name is Bird, you got a problem.
Ethan Bird or Ethan Walker.
If it's even wilder. It's I love Walter. Watch it be Walter. Ethan Walter.
My man was watching the basketball game while he was naming his kids and shit.
I guarantee it. I guarantee he was in the room watching the game.
WWF, man, though, man.
Ethan Mike. Oh, okay.
One day I'll speak on the WNBA is this is what we fall into in life. You know what I'm saying? Before you join the club, before the WNBA joins the club of everybody, I won't say some people, but everybody, you know, this is before the reason why they're not in the club. And then finally, when things happen that happen in usual sports and media, and people decide that they want to talk about it, everybody gets mad at it. You can't get mad at stuff like that when you want stuff to be part of the club. Everybody wanted the WNBA to be part of the club now. Now it's part of the club. You're going to have 20-minute, 30-minute segments about the WNBA. This is what y'all wanted. This is what people wanted, right?
I don't think who's complaining.
No. This and all. I heard people talk about people talking spending 40 minutes on first take about the WNBA. I'm sitting here like, this is what it is now. This is the media. They're part of the club. Shout out to Tamika Texas.
Hey, this is why I love my hometown so much, because we just everywhere. Shout out to Tamika Catchers, man. Dunkerville Panther in the house.
Yes, sir, man. We're going to get her on here one day. She's going to speak gospel, speak to us regardless, man. But she has the hottest trending team on all social media platforms, man, and that's the Indiana Fever, part of the organization. A few things going on. First off, man, they're, I think, the second worst team in the WNBA.
I think so.
But that's not all. Couple things that happened last week during the Fever Sky game. Caitlin Clark, doing her basketball thing, gets into it with Shannon A. And Shannon A, took offense on the other side of the court, man. Where the referee seen a lot more action from her, but Caitlin's actions just like, and then she got a reaction from her action. So, there was gossip after the game, the girls speaking on Caitlin Clark, and disrespecting her game, and the world in a symbol because people feel like Caitlin should be protected by teammates. She should be shielded by teammates, and nobody should hurt Caitlin or the charter flights are going to go away.
She don't need to be shielded. She's a rookie. She got to make her way. If she comes in and she gets pampered, she's going to lose respect from her teammates.
Absolutely. Definitely going to lose it. It sucks. It sucks when you have a name like this on your name. These girls are, I'll be real. People say jealous. Yeah, you can say jealous. You can say mad. You can mix them, blend them all in, but they're professionals, man. And sometimes you might go out there with some extended heat and some extended drama where you might want to lay this person out tonight, but I feel like it's all in a competitive game, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in the competitive game, sometimes things get the best of you, man. For media's sake, this is blowing up and it's lovable. I love it. This is what it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we had to have some stars come in for people to really pay attention to it and salute them players. But this is what we've been waiting for. This is what I'm saying. If they're part of the club, Caitlin going to be on media for 20 minutes. Angel Reese going to be on media takes for 25 minutes. There's going to be the Aces on TV for 20 minutes. The Sun, undefeated, man, for 20 minutes. That's what it is, man.
They better leave Shim Shady alone, man. She's a problem. Let her be.
Here, man, this whole thing it's complicated. No, as I said earlier, she don't need to have any pamper or anything like that. But I think all of this is just spilling over because of everything that happened beforehand. This has been going on since the NCAA championship game. Was that 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
That's when it started. For all you people out there, and I ain't gonna say nobody's names, but you know who you are. It's a sport. Stop making this shit about race, man. This is fucking sports. They just two ballers. But y'all are the ones that are putting the pressure on there and it's bubbling over till we get to this point that we're at now. Let them leave it on the court and bang it out that way.
Absolutely. They really turned her and Reese to Bird and Magic in only the negative ways, though. Not the positive
only the
ways.
Negative ways, yes.
Like, not the positive. Honestly, what they need to do is the same thing that Bird and Magic did, which was fucking become basically best friends in front of the world. Like, y'all can't stop us from being homies. Everybody talks about how weak the league is now. Everybody's friends. They was friends then too. They just wasn't on the court like that.
Well, that's a great statement there, man.
They need to just come together. Like, if those two, they need to be seen in public multiple times together, chilling, doing something, working together, whatever. Like, they need to show people, shut the fuck up.
But Reese has come out and said she likes the role of the villain.
That's
more because of
she has to. What's she gonna say? I hate being a villain.
If she don't, then she gonna get called the C word.
Right. Oh yeah. Right. Aggressive.
and that's trash, man.
Yeah. It is trash. It definitely is. It definitely is trash, man. Angel wants to play the villain, and I mean, hey, that doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, things happen purposely and things like that. But yeah, she wants to be the villain. She kind of she's thrown shade Caitlin's way numerous of times, but it's just the way, like Coach said, it's like people are gonna pawn you to go on this side, and they be on this side, be this. And Caitlin, she's just over there being a ball player. And this is the thing I said about Angel Reese. Yes, Angel Reese, you're a baller. You hoop, you out there, you play hard. But that other dimension of you, the other side, where you're going to probably make more money at, you know what I'm saying, is have your name on TV for an ejection or things like that. Yeah, it can still be Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, but it's gonna be a crazier sequel. You know what I'm saying? This is like more like Rush Hour right here with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
And Caitlin Clark's looking at her like,
this is part of the reason why when a lot of people was upset that Caitlin was getting all of these off the court opportunities and Reese was not, this is the reason why. Because if you got somebody who's, as you can see, you can be a brand spokesman for somebody and say the wrong thing, the company takes a hit for your behaviors. She's unpredictable. I.e., the crazy stuff that Kyrie was saying, he got dropped by Nike and other places. And I can't blame them. If my brand and my revenue is associated with you, I'm not going to let, because I'm going to stick behind you, I'm not going to let that take me down.
Right, and it has nothing to do with what our belief or politics are. As a company, as a brand, your belief in politics are pretty much dictated by your people that you're selling to, your clients, your customers. Yep. That's who it's depicted by. So if a bunch of people are going to revolt or not show up to your product because of something that's happening, then that something has to be removed. That's all it ever is. It's never about, oh, we're going to vilify this one guy, we're going to blackball. No, he said some shit that our other fans don't like, and guess what? Goodbye. That's how it works.
And you know what's crazy? Y'all remember when we talked about 2 or 3 weeks straight, and off and on for the most part, about how some people were saying, well, the WNBA, they don't get the money that the NBA makes, but we was like, the NBA has been carrying them since its existence. Now you got the actual opportunity where you're getting some type of viewership. You're getting the advertisers coming in. The money starting to rolling in to where you can stand up on your own 2 feet. And what are you doing? You're self-sabotaging.
You're being jealous. Stop being jealous, man. Jealousy is gonna kill y'all league now. What? Like, figure it out, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just y'all should be together to build this league, not divided. Like,
I know. I feel like no.
We can't have nice things.
I feel like that's how it's. I feel like that's how the league has been. But now, like I said, when you want to be part of the club, this is what you're gonna get now. You're gonna get all this. You're gonna get jealousy, and these are ladies though. You gotta remember though. These are not men. These are ladies. It's a lot more jealousy that goes in through the ladies.
I ain't even gonna do them like that.
And now you got these girls. Regardless you feel, you can't tell these girls to not feel a certain way. I feel a certain way for these girls, and I understand the reason why they want to make this. They want to make them part of the club now. Shout out to the rookies, fabulous rookies. There's gonna be a lot more rookies a year to come, and they're gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, pile snow. But all these, hold on, for instance, Diana Taurasi, for instance, been a bad girl. Now the marketing standpoint of the WNBA, we can't blame nobody for that, but the brand. This girl right here, the leading scorer in the WNBA right now. And she's been for a long, long time, and she's 40-something, and then she's like, I don't care what 20-year-old person come in this league. You got to come in this league and put your stamp on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin has done a good job, you know what I'm saying, and coming in and rounding up with her team and things like that. You know, they end up with Juju next year, you know what I'm saying? They have a better team. But in all, man, and I just think when people say the jealousy, yeah, when you're making it black and white. But when it's jealousy of being a competitor, hell yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah. And it might not even be because the charter flights and all that, the deals. It's that I got skills too, motherfucker. But like y'all said, be humble for a minute. Because everybody's getting the shine. Everybody's getting the light. Everybody's getting this TV money. You know what I'm saying? The viewership is going up, whatever the case is. But at the same time, we can't tell these girls to not be competitors. And I'm happy that they're all being competitors in the game. Now, I don't like some of the silly shit that's going on. Some of the silly shit don't have to go on. But, you know, people gonna realize Caitlin too, like, and I don't like Shannon's reaction to what Caitlin said on the other side, because Caitlin was probably just talking basketball. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she said something that really ticked her. And we know that girl got a crazy wild sheet anyway. Been released for about 2 or 3 teams. You really think you want to talk smack to her, Caitlin? No. But you're a competitor, so you're going to talk to whoever you want because that's the competitor in you. But I don't think laying her out, it could be jealousy on her part. But no, I just think it was competitiveness, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to put the ass down a couple times.
Now, the hip check, It wasn't that bad. It was the context of it, because I think the clothesline that Reese took was worse than the hip check that she got. More dangerous as well.
And peep game. Alyssa Thomas, who drew that foul, her and Angel Reese are cool. They form up. They both went to Maryland. You know what I'm saying? They're both cool. And Angel said after the game, like, you know, there's gonna be the way I play basketball. Reese says basically is the way I receive things on the court. If I'm going out there trying to grab every offensive rebound, which she leads the league in, you know what I'm saying? Then there's gonna be some times where I get roughed up. There's gonna be some times when somebody misses the ball and gets to my neck. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where I get an elbow. There's gonna be a time where I pull Cardoso's hair off during the NCAA tournament. There's gonna be times that happens because the way I play basketball, and that's why Angel kind of went that way. But you go, hey, Caitlin, Caitlin's gonna get touched. Caitlin's gonna get on the floor. What happens when, you know, it's a WNBA Finals game, a WNBA playoff game in the future, and the hostility and all that's going up? You know what I'm saying? What the referee gonna do? Give a tech to the other team because they over here being competitors? I don't know, man. And I just feel like, you know, the WNBA just needs to let the league marinate, let them play, and whatever's going on, man, take it up as if it's like the NFL, the NBA, or something, man. We see this stuff. You want to talk about it, go ahead. But the fact of the matter is, man, people gonna be competitors, man, and shit gonna happen. It's just interesting now that a lot of shit's happening daily now, and everybody gets to hear about it, not only through the internet but on these shows, man. Because, like you said, when you're part of the club, man, you get on the script. I'm gonna say that all night. They're part of the club now. Speaking of Angel Reese, she was ejected in her last game. You know, spatting with the referee. Got ejected for it. I don't understand why she got ejected for it. I can see why the first tech was handed, but the second tech happens too quickly, too fast. When she was ejected, she's already got $1,000 fine. And then another fine for not showing up to team meetings after the loss to the Fever. That game against the Fever Saturday, a whole bunch of stuff happened.
Too. Yes. Just curious. The ref that teed her up, what was her ethnicity?
I think it was a he.
He? Okay.
It was a he. It was a black man.
Okay. So the reason why I brought that up is because everything is so volatile now. Social media plays a big thing in sports, unfortunately. And just like we were saying, the whole politic part of it, you can have pressure from this other side, because I've been in, and I've told y'all a story about this before,
right?
To where I've had a boss who was the same ethnicity as myself, and he actually had the audacity to tell me, I'm going to be harder on you than everybody else just because we both are black. So you got to put things like that into play as well. He can be like, you know what? I don't like the way that you're representing things, so I'm just going to cut you short. It can be an overreaction on either side of that. And that's why I always say that politics, race, sexuality, none of that shit belongs in sports.
None of that shit belongs in sports.
Everything in those lines to just be about competing. Leave all that other crap out to the side.
From day one, coach, we walk on around with a basketball court, a football court. You're hearing, you got next, you want to play. None of those other questions are coming in. Are you a Democrat or Republican? Are you a transsexual or a pansexual? None of that came to play.
Yep.
Certain situations, let me backtrack a little bit. Certain situations, like if you're a born man, you should be playing with women.
That's a fact. That's true.
But in terms of the situation, I'm speaking on, you go to the basketball court, you go on the court, and people just ask you, do you want to play? You want to play basketball. You know, so at the end of the day, you're an athlete, you got game. If you don't,
you can ball,
maybe you don't the next game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But that ejection, man, was pretty sad. She's in the villain role already as a WNBA player. Lonzo Ball trying to get a date. Says he's going to pay her fine. Angel Reese says he's going to pay her fine for the ejection. He was there. He's Chicago Bull, so he was at the game. And Angel Reese said, appreciate you, basically. You know what I'm saying? So look at Lonzo Ball giving that money that he's earned
Out
over
of the
the
deal.
last 4 years to not play. Hold on, all that guaranteed money for 4 years not to play, giving $1,000 ain't bad.
Ball out here looking like Drake with Sexy Red.
Real talk, man.
Oh man.
And then hold on, and then the comments. And this is why I felt Angel wants to be she doesn't want to be the all-way villain, but you can just see that her and Caitlyn's like, it's kind of like a jealousy thing. Maybe. Probably not. Just probably the way Caitlyn's name is just being mentioned because she, somebody mentioned to her like, the stars of the game, and she's basically like, I want everybody to know that Caitlyn's not the only reason that this is popping. This is popping because of me too. And then there's some people that say, well, Angel, Caitlyn made you in a way.
Nope.
And I feel like Angel feels like,
and you got the ring.
Huh? And you got the ring. Right. And you got the ring. And you was on the better team. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So she's like, it's me too. Like she put herself in there. It's me too. And then she added like, a lot of other players, you know what I'm saying, are over here making rain. And it's just not about one person, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think Bird Magic, I don't think that's going to happen ever. It'll probably happen to them. No, Bo, you know what will happen? When they'll become like, they'll give a handshake. You know how they had like those shows where, like, for instance, they had one with Kobe and Shaq where they kind of went over what they did in the past. You know what I'm saying? And then they give a hug of each other after. The same thing happened with Magic and Isaiah. I think that will end up happening with Angel and Caitlyn. After all this is done, they played their careers out. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able, and I don't want to hear people at the All-Star game. They might be in the All-Star game, picture together because they're both in the same conference. But that ain't gonna matter because they got to do it anyway.
Stop promoting hate. You don't know it's gonna be like this. They could be friends.
It's hate between them. I'm sorry.
You don't know that. Nah, you don't know that.
The media's got them.
Well, it's hate between them, but it's one-sided.
It's one-sided.
I don't even think she hates her, bro. I don't think she hates her.
I think she does.
I don't think she has it. I think she deep down she knows that having that competitor is what helped raise her stock as well. She'll figure it out. She might be young right now. It ain't gonna last that long though. They're gonna get over that shit. Plus, everyone's gonna tell them that y'all can keep like having a rivalry, but the beef shit, the Twitter beef shit, that's making y'all both look worse. So how about you stop? They'll stop that soon. Don't worry about it. They'll be cool.
Even though I know it won't happen just due to the age gap, I would like to see the two of them sit down with Magic and Bird.
It'd be great.
It'd be
but Magic
awesome.
and Bird are like, yo, we ain't got nothing to do with that shit. So y'all have fun, man. We got shit to do.
Hey, Dallas Wayne's playing tonight, man.
Ooh.
They're playing the Aces, I think.
Playing the Aces tonight. Playing the Aces, man. Let's check
it's over with. The Aces won 95-81.
Oh, man. So they covered that 9-point spread, man.
Yes,
and then the Lynx and the Sparks started a couple minutes ago. Lynx are up 11-0 on the Sparks. What a start to the season for the Minnesota Lynx. Playing exceptional well basketball for a team that was down last year. Doing their thing, man. Doing their thing, man. WNBA, baby. We giving you news, maybe. We giving you news.
What else we got?
We got here. Hold on. So let's see what we got here. We got some MLB news over here to speak on. Gambling, man. Note to baseball players and all sports people: don't gamble, man. You're making good guaranteed money. Don't gamble.
The irony.
The MLB
of him saying that, right?
Let me gamble. Give me your money so I can gamble. Give me your money so you can gamble on my account. The MLB announced Tuesday that San Diego Padres infielder Tepusica Marciano was given a lifetime ban for betting over $150,000 on multiple MLB games. The league announced the 1-year suspensions of 4 other players for unrelated sports betting violations. The Major League Baseball Association's strict enforcement rules and policies governing gambling conduct is a critical component of upholding of the most important priority, protecting the integrity of the game for the fans. So this is the man mentioned here, the main prime suspect, Marciano, that is suspended here. 24 accused of betting on MLB games during his time with the Pittsburgh Pirates last season while he was on the injured list.
They gave him a lifetime. Wait. All he gambled was when he was injured?
Yeah.
And they gave him a lifetime? That's wild, fellas.
Oh, this is deep. It says during the during the stage of this, he was found to have placed 387 baseball bets, including 231 MLB-related wagers between October 16, 2022 and November 1st, 2023, totaling over $150,000. More than 20 of those bets were wagers on the Pirates games while he was on the team's roster, but not games he appeared in.
Right. So the real problem there is the problem from the league standpoint in terms of integrity is when you bet on your own team, but you can like fuck with the outcome. That's obviously a problem. But the only people who should be mad that he gambled while he wasn't playing is Vegas, because he may have information that they don't have.
Right, exactly.
But
and
like,
the crazy thing is,
lifetime
but it's the crazy thing now, because you say that, like, he may know something, but this is the crazy thing right here. Marciano won just 4.3 of all his MLB-related bets. So he was just trying to make a couple dollars.
Yeah, he's just a man with a problem. He's not a man with inside information.
Right, exactly. Like, this man just trying to make a couple dollars, and he was getting smoked. And now you got a lifetime ban, and now you smoked as a professional major leagues. You got to be Juana, man, and get into the softball league.
Yeah. So
Michael's Athletics pitcher Michael Kelly was also issued a 1-year suspension for Tuesday betting scandal on baseball while he was in the minor leagues. Minor leaguers Jay Groom of San Diego and Jose Rodriguez of Philly, and also Angel Sal Frank of Arizona were also suspended a year for betting on major league games.
You want to check on these hoes?
Crazy, man. Yes, sir, man. Let's take a quick break, man. Got about 2 more stories to go, man. Let's check out some hose water. You know what I'm saying? Drink some of the hose water. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back in 15, 20 seconds.
Don't go nowhere.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is Sheriff Cooter Wilmana of the Boudreaux Parish Sheriff Gas Station Beer, Bait, Barbecue, Barbershop, Laundromat Department. Remember our motto in Boudreaux Parish. We will find you and we will tase you.
Yeah, man. Listen here.
Coach, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
We're not selling nothing, obviously. So, what are those for?
That's Dale and his quirky sense of humor.
No. I mean, like, is it just like placeholders for when we show people this is our podcast and this is where your shit could be in the middle of this horrible commercial? We put you here instead of these hoes. We can.
Yeah, but Bobby might come at you for the hose water, bro.
Like, share, and subscribe, man. We still in the building.
He come at me for that hose water. I'm gonna send what was it, Colonel Cooter after him, fucking tase his ass.
Well, Bobby, to your prior comment, Camilla is back. Camilla Cardozo is back. She came back Saturday for the Fever.
Oh, she's back. That's good shit.
Came back Saturday. That was her first game back. Was that game? Hold on. Which is why I'm saying, like, Will,
drama.
4 minutes ago with the Angel Reese thing. It could be they're giving her the script. They got official scripts now. The WNBA does, because now they're on TV, and she's giving the script of the villain, or she really feels this way. You know what I'm saying? We would never know until we really know. More betting scandal information. Jonte Porter, brother of Michael Porter.
Good Lord, what's he doing now?
Was back last week, so now we're finding out that there was a poker loan shark in this whole scandal as well.
Of course, there was.
Long Fee Palm was
You said Philly Palms?
Long Fee Palm. That's his name. $750,000 bail set on fraud charges after he was trying to skip town when he tried Monday to board a flight at John F. Kennedy International Airport to Australia on a one-way ticket. He is the self-described poker shark who busted for his role in pushing former Raptors forward Trevante Porter, who is now banned from the NBA, to leave games early with phony injuries as part of $1 million sports banning scandal. Farm, who is a 38-year-old man who Porter owed a massive sum of money to before tanking his performance in the last 2 games of their BS, the feds claim. So, damn, Porter was about to get shot by the plug. Shit.
Another person getting sent for.
So actually, instead of heading out to Alarm, Farm was actually headed to Sydney, Australia for a poker tournament at the Star Casino, his lawyer said. He described himself as a poker player that ranks in the 1% of poker players in the world. According to the Hamlin Mob database of global poker players, the only name Long Farm of New York is ranked 287th, 829th in the world with just $3,330 in tournament winnings.
Hey, it's Long Farm. His money Long Farm.
So Farm can be released from custody as soon as Thursday after he posts the bond with the help of relatives who are pitting up 2 properties as collateral.
What y'all expect him to do? His name is Long Fam. Like, he was obviously going to be into some chicanery. Like, it was never going to be up. He wasn't going to be an accountant. Like,
listen here, man. Links are up 23-8 right now on the Sparks. It's getting real ugly out there. MLB. Sorry, NHL. Coach, I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man. Your Texas swing, struck out. You know what I'm saying? After Dallas not able to make a Stanley Cup, but overall great season. The Edmonton Oilers will be representing Canada in the Stanley Cup as they will play the Florida Panthers.
I told y'all it was about that time. The Zebras wasn't going to let Connor lose.
That's what we talking about. We feel like the NHL dumb idiots. Y'all the only people that not getting the tune of what sports is right now. You got a star player here that's in position to try to win the chip. Y'all not going to try to market this man either by trying to cheat.
That's their thing, though. They don't care. They don't need the league to be better.
It'll be better for their brand. Like they'll see more of you. If Connor wins this year, being the guy, the face of the league, it would mean a little something. Like I agree with you. It won't really matter. The same fans are gonna come tomorrow.
They personally don't care. Like the league might care about that check, but the actual players and the fans, they don't give a shit if the league gets more known or more popular. They don't care if you watch it more. They don't care if we talk about it more. They really don't give a shit because they have their own sport. They're great at it. They love it. Panthers, they just live in their own bubble.
Panthers, man, been going through the heart of the East. Edmonton went through a crazy Western Conference. Both teams, didn't get there easy, man. But both teams are here. I'm gonna take Edmonton. I said a couple weeks ago, man. I just like the way the star name rings right now, and everybody's saying, well, he doesn't have one yet. It's gonna be a lot of stories written this postseason in a lot of sports. I think Connor McDavid hoists one up. I think Edmonton beats Florida. I'm gonna say they beat them in 6 games.
So to bring Lord Stanley's trophy finally back to Canada since 1993, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's not the Maple Leafs.
Of course not.
When's the last time has it been the Maple Leafs? Never been, man.
It's been like 80 years.
Y'all gonna tune into the NHL Finals, man.
Get to watching. When's it start?
I believe it starts tomorrow. Hold on, let me double check that.
I think I start the same day as the NBA. They crazy.
No. Start Friday.
Yeah, it's smarter.
It takes place June 8th. So it takes place Saturday. So
go on the off days if they smart. Alternate days with the NBA finals.
It's gonna be fire, man. I can't wait for it, man.
If Dallas did make it though, Dallas would have been turned. Rangers won last year. I mean, Rangers won earlier in the year, and then both of those teams to be in the finals, that'd have been mayhem.
Insane, man. Definitely would have been.
We still gonna kick it.
I believe it. We got anything left? Oh, so that was that, and then
no, we got a couple little shorts. No, we got a couple little shorts real quick. Couple roundtable discussions. First off, Deontay Wilder, ugly way to end that fight on Saturday against Wan Zhang. Knocked down in the 5th round. I don't know what the hell you were talking to the referee about.
No, he just forgot where he was because he got hit so hard.
5 over his last 6 fights. The man got a knockout against a guy who basically came off the milk truck to fight him. Other than that, he's lost 2 to Tyson Fury. He's lost 2 in Saudi Arabia. Wilder is done. I was advocate forever on Wilder, man. And even with the story, all stories got to end, man. He had a great story getting into the boxing game, to raise some money, get some money for his daughter, and things like that, feed his family. He ended up doing that, becoming a household name, and then it all fell down. If I'm Deontay Wilder right now, I don't feel disappointed at myself at all.
Because you did what you wanted to do. You got your daughter help. You got out of that situation. You're set for life now. You don't have to fight another fight. You don't got to keep going and embarrassing yourself.
Keep going. The thing about it is, you was trying to go old school style, fighting like every 2-3 months, dude.
Yeah. The problem is he don't know how to fight.
Right, and that's the thing, man. So Wilder,
he just got a big ass right hand he could put a hole in the side of a bus with, but he probably couldn't hit the bus if it drove by him. So
the dude came into the fight like 80 pounds more than him. Literally.
Yeah, that dude got. Have you been? I'm worried about like drugs and stuff because like his leg, like he works up about. Maybe he just be skipping leg day, but he has.
That's E Honda.
He got 2 picks for legs. It's wild, bro.
It's wild as hell, man.
I don't know how he stands up.
Retired, man. I don't have nothing else really much to say about it. I have to mention it today because I seen that and Bronze Bomber and to this day, infamous quotes from him still come on. We obviously seen him, cry on stage, speak on, how boxing affects people. People gotta feed their families, but they can get knocked out and killed in the same instance. We see this man, great man, saying there's not a bad bone on him. But in this game here, when you've seen so much and seen a lot happen over the course with this man here, when it's winding down, just leave, man. Take that money, man, build a gym, inspire others to be better boxers and champions and winners. You was a winner, you was a champion. I mean, in boxing, the 0 never stays on your lot. And Deontay, shout out to you because you took those fights potentially to have a 0 erased from your name. So I can't be mad at you like that.
All right, no more stealing tap on topic. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I had to still tap off you. Look, I'm sorry, guys. Y'all talk boxing now? Y'all over here boxing now?
Yeah, if it's newsworthy, I slide it in. I'm like,
all right.
I try.
No more boxing though. There's a big boxing event next week. Let y'all cover that. I had that on my mind earlier, man. One more. I was gonna save this for Monday. The play call sheet, but we can bring it in here, man.
Yeah, drop it now. While we waiting?
So a couple of days ago, CJ Stroud was on the Gilly the Kids podcast, and they asked CJ, whose resume would you rather have? Would you rather have Eli Manning's or Aaron Rodgers?
He better have said Eli.
Say Eli.
Yeah, of course he did. He's about winning.
He said Eli. He said, man, Eli. He said he's basically saying, but he and the rug of that, he was throwing some spit shots at Aaron. Some spit shots at Aaron Rodgers, throw some shade at him and all that stuff. But it was very interesting because this game nowadays has become, people will probably take the person with the rings rather than the success, the overall stats and things like that. But Eli did some. This is an appreciation to Eli Manning because a lot of people don't appreciate that shit. Still, the 2 Super Bowl rings, they still kind of talk down about him, like
bro. Yeah, because just on a regular day basis as a quarterback, he wasn't elite. He wasn't great. He was good. He wasn't great. But I would take, honestly, this isn't going to be popular. So Bradshaw and Montana both got 4. I would take Eli's 2 over their 4. Because Eli's 2 are over the GOAT. You will never speak of Tom Brady and not eventually within the first 10 minutes of that conversation find your way to mention that Eli beat him twice. He is tied to the GOAT. I take that career. Maybe not Montana, but definitely Bradshaw.
The 2 teams play. Texans and Jets play in November on a Monday night. So that's going to be interesting. See if it fuels up Aaron. See if Aaron's even on the field by that time. See what the hell goes down and on, man. But that's all Jaquan has tonight, man. We'll have much more.
You always find a way to bring Aaron Rodgers up. I appreciate you.
Hey, you seen the picture? You seen the picture I sent you? I've been sending. Listen here, that picture. Every time Aaron Rodgers, whenever we talk Aaron Rodgers, we gonna put that picture up from now on.
His bum ass. I can't wait till he retires.
Listen here, man. Shout out, brothers, man.
Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to Coach, man, with another flu game. Yeah, I mean, we over here like Pippen carrying him to the bench. He got it though. But
Coach,
yeah, hope
man.
you feel better, Coach.
You made it, Coach. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in on this Wednesday night, man. We get a little slow on the traction during the show, man, but we've seen hella great traction tonight. Shout out to all viewers that tuned in on all streaming platforms. We appreciate you guys. We want to keep pushing, keep bringing shows, keep bringing content. Watch out tonight. I had a couple videos. My video game ain't all that smooth, but I got a video of a couple of the kids at my job, talking about Celtics Mavericks. Of course, seen 2 Mavericks early. I'll post that as well in the group. Just throw some traction. Mavericks Dallas, man. If you see any fans, around, record them, man. Let them feel their insights on the series, as I'm gonna try to do tomorrow more before actual game 1. And then as the series goes, I'll try to get more people, speaking on, reactions, rather it's real-time reactions or reactions before the game, after the game.
You heard the man.
I might be at the Garden too, stepping on Lucky too. So you know what I'm saying?
Hating ass.
I can't even afford a goddamn Celtics ticket, man.
Yes.
Oh man, the credentials, baby.
I know, right?
Listen, baby. Shout out.
Yeah, hey, watch the Celtics suck after this, and then we get credentials, and we ain't got no damn playoff games to go to.
We're gonna be right back at Fenway watching this
bullshit.
Banners, man. But shout out to everybody.
Get the credentials. Was good.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all.
I believe we have a short and sweet wrestling show tomorrow, Best in the World. We'll keep everybody posted on details for the show, but we should have a short, lovely show tomorrow as Dale is out on vacation. I'll probably be holding the helm down. But if not tomorrow, join in this weekend. We'll definitely have some wrestling stuff, man. Another interesting wrestling weekend.
And with that said, why don't y'all make like a Chicago Bulls rookie and Khalid?
Yes.
I forgot I had to control.